How to make a Wix website from scratch for school, business, and more. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you all are doing great and are having an amazing day. I bring you back with yet another great e-commerce or website or design related tutorial. And in this tutorial, we're going to be discussing in depth and in great detail on how you can create a Wix website from scratch. So please make sure to watch this video till the end and listen to all the instructions I give you. And if you do that properly, then I guarantee you that you will know everything there is to know about making a website from scratch using Wix. So first of all, let's go ahead and discuss Wix. Now, if you haven't heard of Wix, first of all, it could not be possible that you haven't heard of Wix because there are tons of ads on YouTube and Amazon and other places of Wix. But still, if you don't know, Wix is basically a great free website builder that allows you to create any type of website you want. It's just like the great Shopify or the great e-commerce websites like WordPress, Squarespace, Weebly, and much more. So we're going to be discussing deeply into Wix. And for that, we're going to get into their main website, which is wix.com. So here we can come and see that here they have given us prompts like create a website without limits. Discover the platform that gives you the freedom to create, design, manage, and develop your presence exactly the way you want. And obviously, there are tons of things that you can go through, like one platform, infinite possibilities, unlimited creations, powerful infrastructure, place for growth, and much more. You can see that they have different website templates, and you can see all their features down in their website over here. So you can go through all that in your own time. For now, we're just going to get straight into the main basics, which is first of all to create an account for you. So for that, we're going to click on get started and we're going to go right ahead into the Wix account making section. Now over here, you can see that they're asking you to sign up, and to sign up, you're going to need an email, password. So what we're going to do, we're going to be using a temporary mail right now. If you don't know what that is, you can just go on TempMail and get a temporary mail for yourself. But if you're doing this for the long run and you're very serious about your store or maybe any type of website you have, then I recommend you use a proper email of yourself, which could be your Gmail or any type of other email. I'm going to be using the TempMail as we can clearly see. So just make sure to put in the correct information, retype your email, then we're going to keep a strong password for ourselves. And once we are done with this, what we're going to do is we're going to click on sign up. Now, once you click on sign up, what's going to happen is it's going to, obviously, it might ask you to verify yourself. It might not. That depends on maybe your region, I suppose. It doesn't ask me to do that, but it's still good if you just verify yourself. It gives you the verification email in like a bit. So I just think it's better if you just verify yourself, but if you don't, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so here it says, let's bring your ideas to life. Answer some questions to get the best tools for what you are creating. Now, obviously, you can do two things over here. You can either get started and get straight into the Wix website making, or you can tell them that you're creating this for a client. Like, let's say you're into some, maybe you're doing Fiverr or Upwork or anything like that, and you want to create a website for a client. So you can just go over here, and this is totally for the client making purposes. But normally I just go and get started, and we're just going to get straight into here. Now over here, it says, what kind of website are you creating? Now, do make sure you can skip this section if you want to, but I'd say that you do fill this in because according to this, it's going to set our, basic requirements and what we're going to need for our website, what type of audience we're going to acquire and stuff like that. So make sure to give the proper information. So let's make ourselves a website for an event, let's say. Or you know what, let's make it for a technology company. We're going to make it for a technology company. It could be a startup, it could be a PR company, app development company, anything like that. Or you can just go with a general technology company and click on next. Now, once you click on next, what's going to happen is they're going to ask you your business name. This, you can just enter this any random name. It doesn't really matter. And do remember that you can change it later. So I'm just gonna, let's name it anything random. I'm just going to name it that. It's just a random name, and then you're going to click on next once you name your business. Over here, it says, what are your goals for this website? Like you're making a technology development website. What are your goals for it? You could promote a business, offer services, sell products, collect leads, display creative work, promote yourself, just explore, build a community, and much, much more. So just choose whatever you like. And like for a technology development company, you can display your creative work, you can promote yourself, you can promote your business, you can share the knowledge, you can offer your technological services, or you can even sell your products if you have any. I don't think technological development websites do sell any products, but if yours do, you can just choose this. So once you have, you're going to click on next. And once you click on next, what's going to happen is over here, it's going to say, what would you like to add to your website? We added bookings to set up your services. Now, remember when I said that you need to put in information like accordingly, because according to that, it's going to create this, outlook for you. So you can see that according to the questions we answered, it added some bookings. Now, what are bookings? Bookings are basically these, you can say widgets or maybe features in your website that other people can access. Like, the bookings form, let client book services on your site. So basically, if you're providing services like maybe technological development, you can, maybe fix someone's computer. I know technological development companies don't offer that, but you get the idea. So you can offer services and someone can book those services at a certain time or something like that. Then this is the online store booking widget, which basically it gives you the privilege to sell your products or maybe show the products you're selling, stuff like that. This is the chat box that the customers or the visitors are going to chat with you on. And this is also a great feature. So I recommend that you do put this on your website, because obviously through this, your visitors or people who come to your website are going to talk to you. And this is the events. Basically, if like any event occurs like related to your technological development company, for example, if you have some expo or some con, then you can, put it up on your website and you can sell tickets and everything like that. And then there's obviously more. There's the block widget, the forum widget. You can add any of these if you want to. But don't worry, even if you don't put these right now, you can just add them later. So right now it's just, some building steps. You're slowly going up. So once you're here, it says continue setting up your business in your dashboard. So we're just going to click on go to your dashboard and get straight into it. So once you go and go to your dashboard, it says preparing your dashboard. And yeah, basically that is it. You have fully signed in and created your account with Wix. Now, once your account is properly created, what you're going to want to do is obviously you're going to explore the dashboard of Wix and you're going to see how things really work. Now, once like on the left hand side, you can see there are a lot of things like activity, site app. This is basically the main program bar of your dashboard where you can, access different things related to maybe your website and stuff like that. So once we have made ourselves clear what this is, we're going to come here and we're going to see our plan. Now, do remember this. Like, you can just create a website on Wix's free plan. Like, they don't really say anything to you according to that. But do know this, that if you want a proper e-commerce site, like if you, want to maybe do like get paid or monetize your site, something like that, you're going to need to have a proper domain for your site. And for a domain, you're going to need to buy their e-commerce package, which I'm just going to show you right now. Like if you go in plans, I'm going to show you, here we have it. So these are website plans, great for showcasing a professional site. Now in these plans, basically you just get like SSL certificates and, site boosters and stuff like that. But this is the business and e-commerce plan, and it's essential for accepting online payments. So basically, if you want to monetize your website and get paid through other people on your website, like if you're making an online store maybe. So this is for you. You're going to buy one of these plans, or if you're just making a normal website, like not an online store or anything, you can just choose any plan from this. So once you, and as you can see over here, connect domain, most basic, like people buy this just to buy a domain for themselves. So yeah, once we have clarified this, that we need a plan, we're just going to go back into our main page. Now you're going to need a plan, a domain, and a business email. And without these, do know that you're not going to have a very professional and running website. You're going to need these. And for a plan, you're going to need a domain. For a domain, you're going to need a business email. And for a business email, you're going to need a domain. It's all correlated and interlinked. So do remember to have all three of these before you're getting into the, website making and you're working with Wix and everything. So now that it's clarified that we need these things, now let's go ahead and here we can see, let's set up your business. First of all, update your business type. We have updated that. Now we have to click on add your first service. So obviously it's a technological development company. So we're going to go ahead and add service into our page. Now here are our services. Now let's say our technological development website offers like IT support. So we can either give them classes for it, courses for it, or we can give them appointments like private sessions. Mostly there's like courses or maybe there's classes. So you can just go on classes, click on start from scratch. And what you can do here is you can obviously make your service up. Like let's say service name. You can call it, let's say IT help. Let's just call it that. That's a very random name, but let's call it that. Then you're going to give it an image. Now, if you don't know where to get an image, do not worry. You can just get it on Pexel. Pexel is a great place to get your free stock images. So over here, you can write anything like let's write computer. Let's just write that and we're going to get some great images. So look at that. So let's add something very professional. Yeah, let's add this. Look at how happy that man looks. So let's go ahead and add that. We're going to go on image. It's totally optional. Like there's no compulsion on adding the image, but I just recommend you add it because that just makes, your website look much more professional. So look at that. We're just going to go ahead and add that. So for that, we're going to click on add image, upload media. And once you go and upload media, you're going to upload it through your PC. So yeah, we're just going to drag and drop this right here. And this is going to be uploaded in like 2 seconds. So once it's uploaded, all you need to do is you're going to click on add to page. And once you click on add to page, what's going to happen is obviously this photo is going to be uploaded. So we're going to click on add to page and look at that. That is our service. This is what it's basically going to look like. Like they're giving an overview over here. So IT help, you can give a tagline like in this service, we provide you with the best IT support. You do make sure you don't have typos you have ever received. Again, don't have typos. And you've done that, then you can give a proper description. Then you can also choose the number of participants that this service is going to get. And then obviously there's going to be the price and payments, like choose how clients pay for this service. So it could be per session, it could be with a plan, or it could be both. Like you can choose both. And I'm just going to choose price per session. So it could be a fixed price, it could be free, varied prices. It all depends on you. I just recommend fixed price. Fixed price is much better. So when you're starting off, make sure to keep a decent price. Like don't go too high, but don't go too low either. So let's keep a nice price. Let's keep it around $12. Sounds nice. Like $12 for a class. Now, $12 for in my fiat currency would be around 2,400 rupees. So yeah, once that is set, enter entire amount online. It could be like any way you want to get paid. And once you've chosen that, you're going to choose everything else. Add your schedules, add everything. And once you've done that, you're just going to click on save. And once you clicked on save, there you go. Your session or your service has been successfully added. So that's pretty much it. So that's how you add a service. Now let's go ahead and get back to here we go. So you can add sessions to your schedule. You can add payment methods and all of that. But we're going to do that all in due time. Let's do one of the most main things that are to come when we're making our website. So what you're going to do now is we're going to return back into our dashboard. And once you're in your dashboard, we're going to go right ahead and start editing our website, because that's mostly what we're here to do. We're here to make our website look good. So for that, we're going to come up here and we're going to click on design site. Now, do make sure that like if you want to make a professional website, you're gonna need to make it look professional. So first of all, Wix is gonna ask you, how would you like to design your website? Let Wix create a site for you or customize a designed template. Choose from thousands of designs for your website or use our site builder to go live quickly. Now, do know that this is basically an AI of Wix that basically creates the website for you according to like the optimizations you made. And this is obviously you have to customize a design template by yourself. So I just recommend this always. So we're gonna click on pick a template. Now, there are two takes on this. You can either create it like, the title of this video is from scratch. So from scratch, you're going to go on blank templates. And once you're on blank templates, you're going to get blank. Like this is the start from scratch, and we're obviously going to be working with this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open that in the new tab. And while that is opening, what we're going to do is I'm going to discuss a bit more. Now, this is obviously the totally blank one, but you can also go with these. Like these are also blank templates, but they have a layout that you can add your things or information to. So you can choose any, like there is no obligation that you have to start from scratch. You can also go with like these templates that Wix provides you with, because trust me, I have used these and these are amazing to go with any type of site that you're going to run. But obviously this video is about how you can start yourself from scratch. So that is definitely what we're going to be doing today. So here we are. Now, obviously, once your website is being created, it slowly adds the Wix stores. Now, what Wix store is basically all these components and features that you just added in your, basic dashboard. Now, once you're here, this is your Scratch website. Basically, this is your blank canvas. And from here on out, you're going to start designing your website and you're going to make it look extremely professional. And I'm going to help you do it. Now, to start ourselves off, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to discuss what all these things do over here. So first of all, over here, this is our basic upper tab that we can use to, access things like settings, or maybe if we go in site, you can check all of these things out. Here's the developer mode, like you can, make it look like a developer, enhance your site's functionality with JavaScript and APIs, debugging, monitor, and everything like that. Or you can just hire a Wix professional, which will just create your website from scratch in seconds. Now, you can do that, but I recommend, like, I'm a man who likes my websites to be precisely as I want them. And if you're that way, then trust me, keep watching, because this video is going to get a whole lot better for you. So in the left-hand side, we can see that we have all these different elements, all these different components, features, and we're going to discuss all of this. So do not worry. So first of all, this is the Add Elements tab. Now, in Elements, you obviously have all the essentials that come, like the background, the backbone of your website. And that is your texts. And in your texts, you have different fonts to your texts. So obviously, there's the text addings. Then there are images. You can upload any type of media. Like you can upload images, import it from other places. You have the free stock Wix images and free Wix illustrations. Then these are buttons. If you don't know what buttons are basically, they're clickables. And once you click on them, you're redirected to maybe some page on your website or maybe some link that you hyperlink to this button. And obviously there's text icons, there's image buttons. If someone was to click on this image, what's going to happen is they're going to be redirected. There's document buttons, these iTunes buttons, Wix chat buttons, pay buttons, and much, much more. So we're going to use all of these, like all these things you see, we're going to be using most of them. And these are strips, like they're for maybe covering your header, your footer, and they're just to make your page look much better. And obviously these are different services. Now, if you come down to this box, these are obviously going to be your decorations. Then there's your gallery that you can obviously use to add different essentials, like different photos, maybe like If we're making a technological development website, we're going to add photos to obviously show what we're actually developing. We're going to give them information to what we're developing. Then there's the menu and anchors. Like these are the home menu pages. On your headers, you give them different links to your home page, your about page, gallery, contact us page, and much, much more. We're going to be adding those as well. And these are your page anchors that you can add. These are your in-page menus, site search, and much, much more. Now, this is your contact us and different forms page. Like obviously, the contact us forms that you can find in the bottom of your websites. And again, I'm going to tell you again, we're going to be using all of these to obviously show you what it actually does and how it actually does it and how it's going to look. And do know this, we're going to be taking great inspiration from a very good website that is also about technology and technological developments. So you can know how things actually work. And then obviously there's the video and music tab. In the video and music tab, if we go over here, these are basically you can add videos, running videos, maybe GIFs, like these video boxes. If someone hovers over it, it's going to work like this. Then obviously there's transparent videos that just, there's no backgrounds, but they go on like this. You can also add different audios, Wix Music, SoundCloud player. You can add Spotify, you can add iTunes, and much, much more. Then there's different interactives like, there's slideshows. Someone can interact with these if you want to add a slideshow of maybe any type of thing you're developing. You can add interactive welcome buttons, interactive promotion, contact, tabs, hover boxes. Like if you hover over them, they're going to work like this, and much, much more. Now, this is the list tab. Basically, these are repeaters. Like if you add this, there's going to be lists of the same content in one place. And this is the embedded code section. And obviously, embedding is your HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and much, much more. Now, if you're into coding, you can use this because coding is very helpful. Coding can make your page look amazing, but only if you actually know how to code. There's also more essentials, like if we were to go back over here, we can see you can add your social buttons. There's different payment buttons. There's your content management and much, much more. Now that we have discussed all the element features, there are different section features. You can add different sections to your pages, like your welcome, about, and much, much more. Here are your pages and menu. Obviously, your website tends to have a lot of pages. So this is your site menu where you have your homepage, your shop page, and your book online page. And these are basic widgets that you can add to your website. Like you can add a card page, thank you page. These are your booking pages and much, much more. Here is your site design. Like you can set a constant theme to your site, and all you need to do is just go on customize, and you can change the whole vibe. Like you can change the color, you can change the fonts, and much, much more. I'm gonna keep it. Let's keep it savvy. I like the savvy, like with all the text and colors. You can customize them, but I'm just gonna keep it the same. I like it. Now, this is the add app section, and you're going to be using this a lot. Like if you're into the online store game, you're going to use this because obviously you're going to need to do drop shipping. And for drop shipping, you're going to need an app store. So what you can do is you can come here, you can write drop shipping, you're going to search it. And once you search drop shipping, look at that. You're going to get all these tons and tons of different drop shipping apps. You have Spocket, Sup, AppScenic, Drop Commerce, and much, much more. So you can choose from any one of these. You also have the famous ones like Printful, CJ Dropshipping, Deezers, and much, much more. So you can use any one of these if you want to. But yeah, and not only dropshipping, you have tons and tons of more things. So you can go with all of them. So yeah. That's the essential of how all the features of your page work. Now, let's go ahead and discuss what your page actually should look like. Now, if we were to come here and look at the top 10 most important elements of a website design, we can see that this person over here has told us on his blog, or this is also a website. So this person has told us if you are a business owner, your website is absolutely one of the most important tools you have in your arsenal to get more and better clients and customers. So what separates a good website from a bad website or a good one from a great one? Here are 10 qualities that a great website will need. Whether or not you end up retaining market space as your Louisville based web designers, you should find them helpful. So here you can see number one is obviously your navigation. The website design should be easy to navigate and the menu items should easily be accessible from any page. The viewer should always know exactly where they are on the website and have easy access to where they would like to be. A sitemap is a great idea and will be used if available. This sounds elementary, but most websites could be improved in this area. Remember, there is a fine line between an interactive menu and an annoying one, so functionality should be the idea. So, to give you an example for that, let's go to a website. You must have heard of OpenAI. If you're into technology, OpenAI is an amazing website. Now, let me give you an example of all these. Now, number one, there is navigation. Now, what is navigation? Navigation is these things. Basically, navigation are links to different pages in your main home or landing. Now, this is basically your home page. And through this, people are going to go to the other pages that you're going to have. And these are different navigations. So let's say I were to go over here on the API page. Look at that. I was navigated from that page to my API. And over here, I have more navigations. So this is your basic page navigation. And you can use all these things to navigate yourself. And this is a great example because OpenAI is also a technological website in that retrospect. Now here it says visual design matters. People are visually oriented creatures and utilizing great graphics is a good way to make your website more appealing. Your website is about 1/10 of a second to impress your visitor and potential customer and let them know that your website and business by proxy is trustworthy and professional. However, it is important not to go overboard with it too much. Scrolling text, animations, and flash intros should be used sparingly in your website and only to emphasize a point for maximum effect. So if you were to come here, look at this. We're going to scroll down and this is all the visual design. Like, look at that. In the back, there's a video going on. And if we come over here, look at that. When we hover over it, it changes the color. It goes to a bit of a mute color, and same with all of these. So this is basically the visual design, and look at this. Visually, it's pretty aspiring. It looks pretty good. And if I were to give an example for a very good website, but not a technological, this is basically an online store of one of the most famous sports brands out there. It's Nike. So let's discuss about the Nike. And look at that. This is the visual design for Nike, and look how cool that looks. Like, you're gonna hover over it and it's gonna give you all these different elements. Look at that. If we hover over here, it's gonna activate that bar. So this all comes in visual design, and you can see how essential the visual design is, because if it just looks pretty basic and not professional, that the person who's at your website isn't going to be very, pleased by what they're looking at. And on number 3, we have content. Now, this is the backbone of your website. Not only does your content play a major role in your search engine placement, it is the reason most visitors are seeking from your website in the first place. Your website should be informative, easy to read, and concise. Well thought out web content and copy will do more than anything else to make your website design engaging, effective, and popular. Now, what does it mean by content? If we come here, now let's say I want to learn about the APIs of OpenAI. Now, if I go to the API section, look at that here. Build next-gen apps with OpenAI's powerful models. And this is obviously all the content it's given us to the APIs of OpenAI. And we can come down here, we can see like it's not too much information, but it's, it's the main information that the user is going to need. And it's in a very organized, nice font, nice background. It looks nice, it's good information, it's in good design, and like a user will read this. And when they read this, they're obviously going to like what they read and they're going to gain the knowledge they came here to gain. So, yeah, that's why content is very important as well. Then, if we go on number 4, we can see that it should be web friendly. No matter how informative, beautiful, and easy to use your website design is, it's useless until it's web friendly. It is important that your web designers know the keys to making your website work on all the major browsers, and they utilize meta tags, alt tags, are fully versed in the search engine optimization. Many factors affect your search engine placement and visual appearance of your site, so make sure your web designers know their stuff. Now, if you were to continue to the next point, we can see that the number 5 is interaction. A truly effective website design engages your visitors immediately and continues to hold their attention through every page, as well as influences them to contact you. This is called conversion and is probably your website's ultimate goal. Again, there is a fine line between interaction and annoyance, so the level of interaction should never outweigh the benefit. And again, interaction is all this that's going on over here. These buttons, these things that we can see, all of this is interaction. Then there's the information accessibility. Not all visitors to your website are interested in or have the time to pursue the entire website. They may need to access only a phone number or address or just a certain bit of info. For this reason, it's important to place key information in plain sight in an area that's easily accessible. We have all had our experiences of not being able to locate some needed information on a website, and the result is always a frustrated visitor. The experience is annoying at best, and a disgruntled visitor won't stay on your site very long and is unlikely not to return, which does less business with you. So yeah, I just recommend don't explode the information right in front of you. Just keep it limited. Keep it just like OpenAI over here. It's very limited information and it's good information. So just keep it to a point where it should stay in its limits, basically. And then we can see there's the intuitiveness. A great website anticipates what your visitor is thinking and caters directly to their needs and has elements arranged in a way that makes sense. If a visitor is searching for one of your products or services on a search engine or a directory where your site is listed, it's important that your website has a landing page that is directly relevant to what they searched for rather than forcing them to filter through all the information. Remember, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Now, I'll give you 2 examples on what intuitiveness means, basically. Now, let's say on the Nike website, I want to look for the Air Force One white. Okay, and I don't want to basically go into their main website and search it. I'm just going to search it on the Google bar. Look at this. Here's our landing page. It's going to straightly take me to the white Air Force One shoes. And look at this. Here are the white Air Force Ones. I did not have to go to their main website and go through all the whatnots to get here. It was already given to me through Nike on their main website. And let's take OpenAI's example. Okay, so OpenAI has a software called, let's go with DALL-E. Okay, so now to access DALL-E from their main homepage, I'm gonna have to go down here, then I'm gonna have to go through all these features, and here's DALL-E. But let's say I don't want that. I'm just gonna write OpenAI DALL-E. I'm just gonna write that, and look at that. They're gonna give me DALL-E directly over here, and that's it. So that's basically what they mean through intuitiveness, as in if there's main information somewhere, make different landing pages for it. Don't keep it on one page. Then of course there's the branding, where your website should be a direct reflection of your business and your brand. Your visitors should immediately make a visual connection between your logos, print material, and brick and mortar location. A website that does not do this doesn't only contribute to the memorability of your branding, but adds a level of credibility and enhanced images of that of your overall business. Then obviously there's the turnaround time. The number one complaint of website design customers is the time it takes to get the site up and running. Unfortunately, a firm that takes unusually long time to complete your website is par for the course. The longer it takes to complete the website, the more business and value you lose. A website that isn't on the web isn't and working properly isn't going to bring you any businesses. And then there's obviously finally the conversion. Your website can be the most important client generator your business can have and must place the primary emphasis on bringing in new clients and making additional services available to existing clients through increased awareness of all the services you offer, providing them with the tools they need to do business with you in an easy and enjoyable way, which will increase your website conversion and bring you the kind of success you seek. So, yeah, that's basically it. Those are the top 10 essentials that you need for a successful running website. Now that we have all of that, let's go right ahead and make ourselves a website. So, first of all, there's going to be our homepage, which is going to be our main page, and this page needs to look amazing because this is the page which will basically lead the people to judge us. They're going to judge us on this page. They're going to judge us according to what we've done on this page. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to work on our headers. Now, to work on your headers, obviously the header needs to look somewhat. We're obviously making a technological website, so I'm going to keep it a bit like keep the colors dark, keep it a bit retro. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a dark color. I'm going to go with this one. And once I'm gone with that, I'm going to start adding information. Now, first of all, I'm going to add a small logo over here. So what I'm going to do is you can add any logo, but I'm going to just take a random PNG. So I'm going to go with I'm going to write IT logo. I'm just going to write that on Pexel. Again, I told you that Pexel is an amazing place to, get all these things for yourself. Or I'm just going to write randomly a logo. You can just pick any logo that you want. You can use it on Pexel, or you can create your own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this one. Let's just pick this. So once you've picked a logo for yourself, all you're going to need to do is you're going to go on, again, as I told you, add elements. And once you click on add elements, you're going to click on image. Once you click on image, you're going to go and upload and import. You're going to go and upload images. And once you go and upload images, what's going to happen is, again, you're going to be taken over here. You're going to upload your image. And once you do that, you're going to click on add to page. So we're just going to wait for it to load up real quick. And once it's loaded up, you're going to click on add to page. And then obviously you're going to add it. I'm just going to click on add to page. And once you do that, here, look at that, Route 66, it's been added. So we're obviously going to act this as our logo. So I'm just going to bring it here, align it, and there we go. There's our logo. So I'm just going to make sure to make it a bit bigger so it's a bit more visible. And yeah, there we go. So yeah, there's our logo. Doesn't look the greatest, but you get the point. You're going to need to add a logo over there. Now, let's add our navigation. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to come here. And as I told you, your navigation could be in your menu and anchor. Now go on your menu and anchor, and you're going to go on theme menus. And look at this. These are all the menus that you're going to have. It could be horizontal. It could be, different themes. It could be a vertical menu, but we're going to stick with the horizontal one. So let's go with, I like these button one. I'm going to add these. And once you've done that, you're just going to drag them over here like this, or you can just bring them here however you like, however you fathom. Once you do that, you can also control their size. Like you can make them smaller, or you can make them bigger. All depends on you. I just recommend don't keep it too big. Just keep it random. Keep it a normal size. I'm just gonna keep it like that. And once you've done that, what you can do is, remember, you can change its layout if you want to. Like it could be a scrollable if you want to do it like that. You can change the spacing between them. So I'm going to keep no spacing. You can change the vertical spacing if you want to. You can make horizontal paddings to it and much, much more. So once you've done that, You can also change this design. So let's say I want to change it to maybe this. You know what, let's keep it that. And after you keep it like that, what you can do is you can change its color, or you can change its animation if you want to. So to change its color or animation, you can just go on manage menu, and you're going to mess around with those things, or you can go on navigate and you can choose where you want to add it to. And again, you can go on layout, mess with things over here, or you can just go on design, click on your design, click on customize design, and there you go. Now to add background fills, you can choose any of these colors. Make sure to choose a color that goes with the design of your thing that you've added. I'm just going to keep it white for now, just to, make it look a bit acceptable. And there we have it. Now once you do that, we're going to back off. I'm going to set this image accordingly. There we go. And yeah, that's basically our navigation bar that we just added. Over here, maybe you can add your name and logo to your website. And for that, all you need to do, as I told you, again, go on add elements, and you're going to go on text. And once you go on text, you can just click on any random heading. And once you do that, you're going to bring it here. Once you bring it here, all you're going to need to do is you're going to click on edit text. Once you click on edit text, you can change its alignment. I'm going to bring it to center. You can change its font, change the font size. You can make it bold. And then finally, you can give it a heading like, let's name our company Tech Wiz. Let's just call it that. It's a random name, but you get the idea. You can call it that. You can give it different effects. Like it could be, it could have its shadows, and it could have all these things. So you're just going to choose the text, give it different effects. And once you've done that, just make sure to set it accordingly like that in the middle. And there we go. It's right in the middle. And then what you can do is you can give it some, let's say, slogan right under it. Obviously, everyone likes a nice old slogan. So make sure to decrease the text size, bring it here. Wait, do make sure. If like you have made any mistake, you can just click Control Z to undo it. But let's go ahead. I'm going to fix this text. Call it the best wizard in town. And once you've written that, all you're going to need to do is you can change the font and everything. And once you like what you have, all you need to do is you're going to set where you're going to keep this text. For that, we're just going to bring it up here right under TechWiz. You can just attach it to your header if you want to. Make sure to change your alignment to same to what you had on your main text. Once your alignment is changed, just set it right in the middle. There we go. TechWiz, the best word in town. The alignment is all changed and everything. And on the right side, obviously, you can add more information if you want to. But yeah, that is basically how you make your header. Now let's go ahead and make ourselves a nice basic starting section. So in your starting section, we're going to add a nice old big photo or maybe a video like OpenAI to show what you're really doing. So for that, again, we're going to be taking the help of our good old friend Pexels. Again, you're going to write IT. I'm going to write IT. And once I write that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a good horizontal length photo that I can add over there. So let's go with, I'm going to go with this one. This one looks good enough. And I'm going to also download this one just for safe purposes. And once both those photos download, there we go, they're downloading. I'm going to go back on add elements, go on images, and click on upload images. Now, once the image you added is here, what you're going to need to do is, again, we're going to go on add elements, go to your images. And once you have added, I'm just going to add this once again. There we go. I've added over here. Now we're going to fit it into this space that we have. So do remember to fit it well. Like, don't take it out of the box. So just make sure to have it fit in correctly. Make sure it's centered. There we go. And yeah, and then you can also change the section background to maybe look or give it a certain look according to this. So you can give it, a decent background to maybe make it, a bit standout-ish. Here we go. You can add it like that, or you can add something like that, technology related, and make it look like that. So then you can add more things to your page. Like you can, because obviously it says add footer. What you can do is just click on add section, and it's going to make your page a bit more bigger. So we're going to come here, and over here you can add a welcome section. So we're going to come to the welcome section, and over here we're going to just drag it, we're going to drop it, and here's our welcome section. Now in your welcome section you can obviously tell about your business, like welcome to the best technological step. So we're just gonna fix our mistakes. So there we go, technological step. You can change the font size, make it a bit smaller because this is a bit too big. So there we go. We're just gonna choose the font, make it smaller, not too small, make it into a decent size, make it bold. And once you've changed all of those, you're just gonna set the image over here. There we go. And over here, as I said, you're gonna add your images. So you can just upload the image you had, as I told you, and we're gonna go with, to go for your media. All you need to do is just go again on upload media. You're gonna upload the photo that you want, and once it's uploaded, you're just gonna go ahead and you're gonna use it. So there we go, it's uploaded now, and let's use this one. This one will look good. So just click on change background, and yeah, there we go. So that's how you add images. And then of course you're just gonna add more sections, and then just keep on adding more and more sections. And by adding more sections, you're gonna give more information to your page, and you can give the about to your page in this section. So let's say that one looks like that. So we can add a bit informational section over here. So when the user scrolls down, they're going to come here to your about. So they're going to have this over here, TechWiz. They're going to see that. They're going to come down. They're going to see this, the welcome. They're going to come down and they're going to see the about. So there's the about. You can add all your informations over here. You can add more elements just to make it look a bit better. And then finally, when you're done with all of that, you're going to start designing your footer. Now, to design your footer, you're obviously going to need a good footer design, and try to keep it similar to the header, because like a different footer than the header, that just makes it look a bit strange. So we're just going to keep the same footer as the header. And once you have done that, what you're going to do is you're going to give good footer outros. So for that, what you can do is, I'm going to show you where you're going to do. You're going to go and add elements. And once you go and add elements, you're going to go on contact and form. And once you go on contact and form, you're going to find a good contact page. And for that, you're going to go with, let me just check the best one. And I guess this is the best subscriber form. Let's go with this one. So you're going to click on that. You're going to wait for it to load up. It takes a few seconds, so just do wait for it. And once you have your subscriber form, just take it down, bring it down here. Make sure that you don't mess anything up. Control Z if you do. And then just bring this down. Bring it down and set it right here. Make sure to adjust the size. And adjust it right now. Once you've done that, just fit it over here. Here's your subscriber form. And then you can add more things, like add your social media maybe. And for that, I showed you as well. For that, you're just going to go on social. And once you go on social, you're going to see all these things. And you're just going to bring them here, align them well. And yeah, there we have it. There's your socials. You can make it bigger, make it look bigger if you want to. I'm going to bring this section up here. I don't know why this went down. Let's bring it up here. Bring it a bit more. Yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna also expand it a bit just so it doesn't look weird. And yeah, that's basically about it. And this is obviously your first home page. Now, then what you can do more is you can create more pages. And in more pages, you're just going to go ahead and keep adding more sections, more information. You can take help from other websites like OpenAI, Nike, Adidas, and other great, Shopify or e-commerce websites. So you can just take help from that. And once you like what you see, all you need to do is you're going to save your website, then you're going to click on publish. And once you click on publish, what's going to happen is they're going to properly publish your website and they're going to provide you a link. So let's go ahead and view our website. Now, do know this, you're also going to want to design a logo for your website. So do not forget to make a logo for yourself. But before that, you're obviously going to come here and you're going to view your website. Now, this, as we said, was your navigation bar. So if you click on shop, look at that. You're going to come here to your shop page, and this is obviously something that Wix has done for you already, but you can change this. And let's say we're going to go to the book online page, and this is where your bookings are going to be. And look at that. This is the IT help that we had, and look at that. So this is the services that you provide. There's obviously your logo that you added in the top left. And this is your page design basically. So look at how cool this looks. And these are obviously your buttons, as I told you. Now, if we come down here, here's your subscriber tab that your user can subscribe it to. These are different social media handles. Now, if I click on this, I'm pretty sure I'll go to the Wix Instagram. But yeah, you get the point. So yeah, basically, this is how you create your very own Wix website from scratch. And obviously there's room for much more design that you can do. I just made a very basic first homepage, and you can make much more. So if we were to go through the essentials again, do make sure to have a proper plan, preferably an e-commerce plan if you're like into making money. Once you have an e-commerce plan, you're going to want to have a domain to connect to. Once you connect your domain, you're going to need to have a business email. And once you have done all that, make sure to go through all the essentials that I told you in this video. And if you do all that, and according to all that, you make your website, then I guarantee you that you're going to have a beautiful and amazing website to work with. And you can use it to basically do anything and attract any number of customers and clients. And yeah, just be very successful in your e-commerce, or maybe just making a normal website. So yeah, that's basically it for today. If you enjoyed the video and found it informational, please drop down a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. Please make sure to share this video with anyone who's in need of information like this. And yeah, if you want to see more videos like this, down below as well. If you have any queries, please let me know that as well, because I'll help you straight away. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope you all keep having a great and amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, just keep having an amazing day. Goodbye.